Welcome back to FM21 Redemption. So Season 1 in France ended in promotion to the top flight. Season 2 ended as pipping PSG to the title. Some people are alleging that we're kicking Season 3 off with a meaningless curtain raiser in a cheap attempt to show you Toulouse winning another trophy. To those people that have made those allegations, I say, you're absolutely correct. So our rivals PSG have been relatively modest so far, I would say. They've shelled out £82 million across 5 players, although the player that they bought in on a free is not a bad little option. And some of the players that they picked up look very good indeed, such as Javi Jimenez. And another player I thought looked good was their latest signing, De Beignac. So they've been busy. They're going to have been stung by being pipped to the title by us. And I'm not sure whether we've done business that is anywhere near the kind of standard that they have done. We made our first signing right at the back end of last season. We knew that we needed greater strength in depth, particularly if we're going to be playing 3 centre-backs at points this season. We need some rotation options. So we shelled out more than £5 million on Morgan Godin. I'm not sure I've got value for money here. He's 19 years old. He's got a good personality. His tackling is the only attribute that's above 15, but mentally he's pretty strong. And I reckon if we can develop him physically, a little bit like we did with Frankie Nicks last season, then he could be a good rotation option for us. But not standout business, I think you will agree. We've also had a few players leave us during the summer, the most notable being Trond Agnerbrat, and we've shipped him out. He would have been another rotation option for us in a 3-man defence, and he had a great personality. He was good in the dressing room, but his first team options were going to be limited, and to sign a new contract he wanted to be a star player, and I'm not sure he was going to be that. So we've let him go, and we've done business elsewhere. Whatever formation we play, we're going to need greater strength in depth in midfield as well. So we've gone out and signed another couple of youngsters. Coming in on a free transfer is Hassan Limouri. He's French but of Moroccan ancestry, and he's now an international for Morocco. Again, another great personalities. I do like my good personalities. Mentally, he looks pretty secure there. Passing is good, technique is good, vision is good. Potentially standing in as a number 10 or as a Mazzala out there. I reckon he's a decent option when we're playing those European games. We want to rotate the team. I think he's going to be good, but we needed perhaps a more defensive-minded midfielder. Somebody that can deputise for Infamara BA when he needs a rest and taking out of the team. So we've brought in Gino Del Mar, who's branded as a defensive midfielder. The tackling's not the best, granted, but the bravery and the aggression are good. The determination, teamwork and work rate are fine. Physically, bit of work to do, but he's only 18 years old, and some exposure to first team and potentially European football, I think could do him the world of good. And with a fairly professional personality, I'm expecting him to kick on, particularly as we've now had lots of upgrades to our facilities now. So we've got excellent training facilities, excellent youth facilities. We've got excellent academy coaching for those youngsters that come through. And we've now got exceptional youth recruitment as well. I think before we get out there and play today's game, why don't we just show you the managerial profile that we've developed since we got that title victory. So Toulouse are in their 98th year of existence now. Who's the only man to guide them to a top-flight league title? Guilty as charged. Presumably that makes you a club legend? No. So you're going to have to settle for being an icon. Not even. You're part of their favoured personnel, and you lag behind Etienne Capoue in the fondness with which you are held by their fans. Never mind, we will live with it. In terms of our own managerial profile, though, things are going pretty well. We're finally studying for that final coaching badge. Not quite achieved it yet, but we've got some wonderful coaching attributes now, and we are a manager in demand. 2 more national teams came in for us during the summer, Austria and the US of A. We turned both of those jobs down, but we were also offered a contract extension by Toulouse. We turned that down as well. Our contract is up at the end of the season, which gives us options which maybe we'll talk about during today's game as we play the Trophy de Champion against Monaco. Okay, and we are underway against AS Monaco. I think we're playing in a neutral venue. I'm not entirely sure where it is. We've put our strongest team out. We've still got 2 pre-season friendlies to play after this game, so still plenty of time for the players to rest up after they're involved in this game. And we're going to see whether we can go and clinch a first trophy of the season. And I know we've gone full Mourinho thinking that this season curtain raiser is an actual trophy, but we're going to see what we can do today. It's a pretty quiet start, by the way. And we're getting towards half an hour before we have a highlight, and Monaco has started with the ball. However, we want to talk about why we've not signed that new contract as Monaco blast themselves into a lead. That's not the start that we had hoped for in this game, but we have stalled on signing a new contract because we wanted to consult with you about what direction Redemption takes next, because we know Redemption can come in many forms. We could sign a new 3-year contract with Toulouse and make Redemption all about trying to assert their dominance over PSG, although today's performance indicates that might be a difficult proposition, and trying to make some progress in Europe, although with our club philosophy of only signing domestic talent under the age of 23, European domination would be pretty tricky as well. So Redemption could take another form. Maybe Redemption is about taking what we've learnt with Toulouse and trying to secure a title in another country. We've got lots of other leagues loaded, some other big European leagues such as Germany, Spain, Italy, as well as countries like Holland, Turkey, Greece, Belgium as well. So we've got some options. I reckon if we didn't sign a new contract, there'd be plenty of clubs that we could get jobs with at the end of the year. We could make this season all about maybe trying to win the Cup and Ligue 1 title, and maybe the Champions League as well. It seems unlikely, but so did winning the title last season in our first campaign since being promoted. So there's redemption options for us as Infamara BA, the more defensive-minded of our central midfield 3, fires us level just before the break. I say we're going for a title treble. Maybe that would be a quadruple if we count this Trophy de Champion as a title as well. This would be a great start to the season, and then we could focus on that league campaign, that European Champions League campaign, and also the French Cup. We've not got to a final the whole time we've been playing Redemption or Sub-Zero Hero. That would be a nice little way to sign off from Toulouse if we were going to. However, we've got work to do at half-time here because this has not been a great first half. We're going to have a little chat with the boys. We'll see you for the second 45. Okay, we are back underway. Some pretty disappointing performances out there from players like Barr and Sturvold. We'll keep an eye on those. But back to what we're discussing in the first half. What form does Redemption take next? We've got to make sure that this is an enjoyable save to watch. And having raced to a French title so quickly, maybe you would quite like to go and experience another country and see if we can pick up a challenge there. Maybe we pick up a mid-table club in Serie A, maybe in La Liga, maybe in the Bundesliga, or maybe we try a completely different country. Do we go Greece, Turkey? Let us know down in the comments. We've got England loaded as well, the Premier League or the Championship are both there as options. However, I think I would rather stay in continental Europe as we go 2-1 down in this game. And you know what? You never know. This might all be taken out of our hands. A poor campaign. We could be sacked by Christmas. But let us know down in the comments where you see Redemption taking us next. Do we stay with Toulouse and try and dominate French football and win a European trophy? Or do we try and win some titles this season and then potentially think about moving on. We've got 55 minutes on the clock. This has not been a good performance. We're going to make some changes to the lineup and maybe the system as well. We're going to see if we can drag ourselves back into this game. Okay, we've made a change. We've brought Carver onto the field. We've also changed the system as well. We're chasing the game a little bit now with only 2 at the back plus advanced wing backs, a midfield 3 and then some width in an attacking 3 as well. And I'm hoping it might make us a little bit more creative because we've not done too much aside from the goal that we've scored in this game. We've got the highlights now though. We've got Dubois. Here's Carvot. Been pretty good during pre-season, although he's given the ball away there. And this is not the best start to a campaign. If we lose it, of course, we write this off as nothing more than just a pre-season friendly. It's only if we win it and we get to see the confetti that we were denied last season that we see this as a creditable game. We've only had 4 shots all game. Now we're up to 6. However, we've got 72 minutes on the clock. And we're producing a whole lot of very little. Lansana Bar has done nothing, so Pleam can come on. Dave Labarte's done very little as well, so I think Hartman can come on. I think we're going to move Hartman actually behind Al Blushi and see whether we can just try and force our way back into the game. I've not looked up the rules for this game, by the way. If we were to tie it, straight to penalties, extra time, share the trophy. No idea, but at the moment, it's not going to matter. We're also going to nudge our mentality up and take more risks. And we'll wait and see how this highlight pans out, but we might be demanding a little bit more as well. We've got a highlight at least. We got Giaria, he's pretty tightly shadowed down there. We've got the ball in, and this could well be a counter-attacking highlight for them. We've had a chance to steal the ball and not taken it. We're letting this player run from one side of the pitch to the other. And we're not getting our tackles in. They're actually playing through us a little bit. Nelly Furtado gets the ball back. Goodness me, we have been given a little bit of a running around this afternoon. And they're in again. And we've hacked the ball clear. And that's actually berate the team because this is poor. Monaco are a good team. They've been pretty active in the transfer market as well, I think. But for a team that are trying to go for their 2nd consecutive French title, well, this is not looking great, is it? Larson Pleam, I thought he might have got clipped. No penalty. He thinks about closing down his man, changes his mind, then goes back. Frankie Nicks wins us the ball. Here's the Rolls-Royce Salim Cham. We're looking for him to have another great season. Maybe putting some better through balls than that. We've been a bit wasteful, haven't we, this afternoon? Pre-season form's been good. We've been scoring lots of goals pre-season, but we haven't been keeping that many clean sheets. Maybe that's something to look at. Carvot has looked good when he's come on over on the right wing this afternoon, hasn't he? But he's not made the most of that effort. We've got 2.5 minutes left. Monaco are doing all the pressing. And from the goal kick, we've got ourselves another highlight. We're still on an attacking mentality. I feel like we're having enough of the ball, but look at that from Chan. He's just dribbled forward. His touch means that he gives it away to the opposition. And we're pretty slow to close down today as well. Bit passive, I think. We've lost the ball and given the ball away in the same passage of play there and they're in. And there goes our chance of winning our first trophy of the season. I tell you what. This raises a few questions about who's in my league starting 11 because this is the team that we're going to be putting out there in Ligue 1. And they're not looking great, are they? And they've got in behind our defence again. We can't be too harsh on them. We're only predicted to finish 14th this season. Monaco are predicted to finish 2nd. They've got a lot of players valued above 50 million. So I guess maybe I'm getting a bit carried away just because we won the title last season. But we're going to do it again this campaign. We've got to be winning games like this. And when that's one of the best efforts of the game and it's just a soft header from the penalty spot. Oh, well, things are looking a little bit worrying. And Muriel, fresh from her wedding, has got through. And she has spanked one and Bruno Nix has had to tip it over the bar. And we're going into injury time, and I think, We are a beaten team and we have looked second best in the challenge this afternoon. It's one thing being opened up by good attacking play, but we've been beaten to the ball. Our touch has been poor. We've been slow to win the ball back. I feel like we've been bullied a little bit today. And thank goodness we got 2 more pre-season friendlies left, because we have got work to do, and now we have to stand and watch as our opponents go up there and take the trophy that we were hoping to lift. So we do get to see a little bit of confetti falling today, but it is not going to be lilac. It's going to be red and white, and the boys did not show up today. I know the transfer business that we've done is not improving the squad really, just giving us a little bit more depth. But I was hoping after last year's campaign, we might have a team that might be able to kick on to the next level. I think we might be mistaken there. We're going to tell the boys just as much in the post-game dressing room talk. We're going to say, disappointed. I don't think that quite says it, does it? It was unacceptable. And now we've got to go away and we've got to do a little bit of work. But don't forget your job down in the comments section. Where do you see Redemption taking us next? This season, we're focused on winning back-to-back league and titles, going as far as we can in the Champions League, and maybe getting to a French Cup final. But beyond that, we're leaving it open. Let us know down in the comments, what would you do? Commit to Toulouse for the long term and try and turn them into a Champions League competing team, or go off to pastures new and hunt down a title in another country? Both options might lead us to redemption, but where would you like to see us next?